friends, it's Miss Rachel with the Otago Prattville Public Library, and today we are doing our craft for Silly Sally. You'll take out your cardstock with the town on it. You'll also need a glue stick and a cup of water in addition to your kit, which should have this cardstock with the town, a little person cut out, and a set of paints and a paintbrush. Now we're going to set our whole thing on top of our bag just in case our paint decides to drip through a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and start by gluing our person. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue all over my person. And we're going to put our person upside down on the town because Silly Sally walked through town upside down. So I've got my person glued on there. Now, it's up to you if you paint your town first or if you do it at the end. I'm going to paint my town after I glued my guy down so that I can put any extra paint embellishments on my person too. But you can absolutely paint the town first and then glue your character on. So I'm going to wet my paintbrush with a little bit of water. And I'm going to start, I think, with this indigo color. Some of these paints will need a little bit of extra water, so don't be afraid to dip your paintbrush a few times. And we're going to go ahead and begin to paint and embellish our town with all these beautiful colors that we've got. And you can keep these paints and your brush to use for other crafts, for other story times, for other library activities, or just for fun things you do at home. Now, because this is a silly craft, you can paint using realistic colors and staying in the lines, like I'm doing right now with these windows, or you can get a little silly with it. So a little bit later on in the video, you'll see that I'm going to use my colors a little bit more creatively to embrace sort of the fun side of things. Mix it up a little bit, get a little silly with our colors. But right now, I want to make some nice red flowers. You can dip your brush in the water between each color to help keep your colors separate. But if they do mix up a little bit, that's a-okay. That's part of the fun, and you can create sort of a rainbow scene that way as well. Okay, I want a little bit more red, and then I think I'm ready to move on to my next colors. There we go. So I'll rinse my brush, and I'm going to get some blue for the sky. And you can have fun really swishing your brush around in the paint, in the water, and on your paper to get it as colorful as you want it to be. There is no right or wrong way to do this craft. This is a more artistic craft where you can absolutely use your creativity and do whatever colors you want. You could do silly colors, you could do beautiful, fun, vibrant colors. Okay, I like my sky, how my sky is looking. Let's do a little bit of green for our bushes and trees. I've got a cool sort of a teal green in my kit. Everybody's colors are going to be a little bit different depending on what paint set you get, and that is a-okay. Some of them are going to be kind of fresh and new. Some of them are going to be a little bit old, but the good thing is that these paints last a really long time, so we want to reuse and keep from wasting as much as possible. I'm going to get some orange for my roof. And it's really fun just to kind of wiggle your brush around when you're painting and when you're mixing up the paint to get it onto your brush. So you can really have fun with that part. Again, that's why it's good to have your plastic bag in the background, because sometimes it gets a little splattery doing all that painting wiggling. Perfect. So now that I've done my serious painting, I'm going to get some purple in here, and I'm going to do a little bit of silly painting and just put some big wet splotches wherever I want to make it look extra artistic and creative, watercolory, and cool. Again, it's totally up to you. You can skip this step. You can keep your painting within the lines. You can do this however you'd like. And I think I'm going to leave my little guy blank, but if you would like to, you can paint on your little person who's going through the town backwards and upside down, or you can use markers to decorate them as well. And I want a little bit more emphasis on our town bird. There we go. Cool. So I'm happy with how my painting has turned out. I would love to see what you all create. Feel free to send a picture to us at the library. And I hope you all had fun crafting. See you next time. Bye.